Italian beef, the authentic Chicago sandwich.
It's a lot of beef. I love it.
Sweet bell peppers.
Wow, look at that. Ta-da!
Whether it's dry, dipped, fully dunked, or as they say, baptized, it all started in the Windy City.
How beautiful is that?
Ask any Chicagoan where they can find the best Italian beef, and you're going to get a variety of passionate answers. But there's one Chicago family that's been doing it for more than 40 years.
There's Joe, Carlo, John, Jimmy, and Don. And if you say those 5 names, you hit everybody.
Meet the Bonavolontos. You likely know them as Bona Beef.
This is truly about family, isn't it?
You may have heard earlier, but it was always my dad's dream to be in business with his sons. 43 years later, not only is he in business with his sons, but his 19 grandchildren.
Dad is Joe Bonavolonto. He and his wife Peggy started Bona Beef in 1981 after taking out a second mortgage on their home. And Joe Sr. actually dug the foundation of their very first restaurant in Berwyn. The goal was to have the family work together, so the 5 brothers minus their sister became the names and faces of Bona Beef, and they're still slicing up the recipe Dad and Mom perfected decades ago.
We use a top sirloin, and the top sirloin is the most flavorful piece of meat. We cook and slice about 5 million pounds of beef a year.
This plant in Bedford Park is where everything is made and packaged. Ask them the secret to their success and they'll tell you it's all about the gravy made from the beef drippings, released when the meat is slow roasted to perfection.
They're so passionate about this Italian beef that we kid around. We say that them two have beef gravy running through their veins and not blood. So
our Italian beef goes through a process. It takes about 6 hours to cook.
It's packaged and sold to retail and restaurants. But over the years, the company has grown with 36 restaurants that offer a lot more than Italian beef. And 3 generations of family members are now involved.
It's really the passion that we have and the family, the 3 generations. It's a testament to our mother and father, how we were raised.
Italian beef in Chicago has a great history. It's said to date back to the early 1900s, when Italian Americans considered it an inexpensive food designed to feed as many people as possible. It has become a Chicago staple, but has seen a substantial rise in popularity after the release of the TV show The Bear.
25 pounds? No, I ordered 200.
That's increased the sales of Italian beef, and the Bona Beef family is feeling the impact.
our online business has been booming, and that's where we're getting a lot of people wanting to do franchises in other states right now. So we've been a beneficiary of the show.
And they've also benefited from their commitment to family. It was their family values that resulted in a beautiful marriage only possible here in Chicago. A collaboration with another Chicago staple, the original Rainbow Cone. Now, you can find several Bona locations with a rainbow cone attached.
It's your own personal rainbow cone. Enjoy. You're welcome.
I was looking for a company that could take this over, honor the legacy, but have a lot of young people.
Lynn Sapp's grandfather started Original Rainbow Cone 98 years ago at a small shack on the city's south side. It's the famous Chicago ice cream with 5 flavors that are sliced, not scooped. Lynn is a third-generation owner who was looking for a way to continue her family's legacy for another 100 years.
They are just so pleasant to deal with, and they have the same principles that I do, and they do it right. And they're going to guard the cone, I call it.
That collaboration has now expanded Rainbow Cone to several area locations and across the country. You can't get more Chicago than the Original Rainbow Cone and Bona Beef. So after a day of learning what makes Bona Beef's recipe for success, we could only toast in one way.
Italian beef toast. Italian beef for everyone.
Cheers.
Dig in.
Sylvia Perez, Fox 32, Chicago.